Okay, we're going to get started now, everybody. Welcome to Awesome in Allentown. How about a round of applause for Allentown? Yeah. Thank you all for having us. My name's Pete Maher. I'm here with several of my fellow trustees from Awesome Pittsburgh. I'm just going to say just a quick blurb on Awesome Pittsburgh, so those of you who are new to this community have a sense of what this is. So, Awesome Pittsburgh is it's a local giving circle. We get together once a month, and we have a really fun job, which is to review applications from people who are trying to do awesome things for the Pittsburgh region. Not a bad thing to do, right? And so, so once a month we get together, we review a bunch of applications, and there's a $1,000 grant that goes to the most deserving application. Tonight, okay, and occasionally, so about once a quarter, we get together and we do what we call pitch parties. So what we do is we distill all the applicants down to 3 or 4 really deserving candidates, and we invite them out to pitch their big ideas to an enthusiastic group of participants. So that's what we're here for tonight. So you guys ready to have some fun? Okay, good. First of all, I wanted to just say quickly, I wanted to say thank you to Work Hard Pittsburgh for being gracious enough to host us. This is an incredible space, so thank you for having us. Yeah? Yep. And we're very fortunate to have 4 guest judges from the local community here, right from the hilltop community of Allentown here, and we're going to ask them to introduce themselves. Amy doesn't know it, but I'm going to put her on the spot because I know her pretty well. So each of the judges, if you could just say, just quickly, who you are and what you do in the community. Amy.
All right. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. So my name is Amy Nevin. I'm a pediatrician at Hilltop Community Health Center, which is about a third of a mile from where we're standing. And we see patients there without regard to healthcare coverage. So private insurance, public insurance, no insurance, we take care of everybody. And I absolutely love that this event is happening in the neighborhood. I think it's fantastic. It's a great organization. And I'm excited to be a judge.
Hello. Oh, hi everyone. I'm LaShawna Russ. I'm a Belt Suver Community Coordinator. For those of you who don't know, Belt Suver is just down the street. It's such an honor to be here with you, and I'm excited to hear the pitches.
Hi, I'm Judy Hackle. I am past president and now vice president of the Allentown CDC. I also serve on the boards of the Brashear Association that works here in Allentown and the Allentown Senior Center. I do whatever somebody needs me to do in Allentown to keep it improving. I'll make phone calls, I'll sweep floors, I'll clean out buildings. I'll do anything. I love Allentown. Thank you all for coming to my home.
My name is Joe Calloway, and I'm a standout basketball player at St. John Vianney's Basketball. It's a Catholic youth organization, 96, 97. Those are the years. I also have a real estate company called RE360, and we concentrate on redeveloping the Hilltop, and our concentration is here in Allentown, and our office is here in Allentown, and we keep plugging away to make this great with people like Josh Lucas, who is the defining moment in Allentown.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. I've got 2 mics. This is a problem. Too many mics. I'm going to hand off one of my mics. Who wants to hold a mic? Anybody want to hold a mic? Thanks, Mike. Okay, so the way this is going to work, we've got 4 really great applicants, incredibly diverse set of ideas, and can't wait for you to hear about them. So the applicants are going to go in a random order, and we're going to ask each presenter, we're going to give them about, say, 3 minutes to give a pitch, and then we'll give the judges 2 or 3 minutes to ask clarifying questions, and that's pretty much how it's going to go. And at the very end of the evening, there will be a little bit of a process that I'll explain here shortly. So without any further ado, let's get things. You know what, there's one more thing I wanted to mention before I do this. So at the end of the evening, the trustees of Awesome Pittsburgh will each cast a vote alongside our guest judges who you just met here today. And the most votes, the the applicant receiving the most votes will win the Awesome Pittsburgh grant for this month. We do want to encourage all of you to support these projects in any way that you can, okay? So by being here, you're supporting these projects. Support them with your dollars, with your social media posts, anything that you can do. And by the way, there are handouts at the door that have more information on the different applicants. So feel free to grab one on your way out. So with that, now we are actually ready to get started here. Our first pitch, let's start with Black Dollars Matter. So Nazora Heyman and Camille Scantling. Come on up.
Okay, do you guys want to give us a start point or just kind of go with it? Okay. Ready? Okay, Black Dollars Matters initiative. This particular initiative is in place in order to give financial literacy and economic empowerment to the traditional African American communities in the city of Pittsburgh. What our initiative initially started with, and this was about 6 months ago that we picked up this initiative and this idea, was to inform and educate members of the African American community of the benefits of patronizing and supporting Black-owned businesses in Black communities, okay? Why do Black dollars matter, right? It is statistically shown that economic prosperity directly correlates with lower crime rates, better education systems, more cultural diversity, right? So if you want to have prosperous neighborhoods, you want to have them have businesses that contribute to those neighborhoods and just overall enrich the neighborhood, right? The city of Pittsburgh was voted the most livable city in 2015, but that's not for everybody, specifically the African American communities in the city. So in order to kind of bridge that gap, what we want to do is have this initiative focus on people putting more resources into Black-owned businesses in Black communities. So the unemployment rate for African Americans in Allegheny County is 15.3%. The home ownership level is 33.8%, and that's in the city of Pittsburgh. In the county of Allegheny, it's 30%. And that is lower. I'm sorry, those rates are higher for African Americans than it is for any other nationality or racial group in the city. Okay? It is shown that our neighborhoods also have the lowest rates of economic empowerment and business ownership. With the $1,000 that we would get for the grant, we would be able to create brochures, do more community engagement, community empowerment, more educational and financial literacy in how to spend money in order to enrich your communities. And we know that this particular project and these types of projects work. We have specific examples through history. There was a district called Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Started in 1910, burned to the ground in 1921. It consisted of 21 churches, 21 restaurants, 30 grocery stores, 2 movie theaters, hospitals, banks, post office. The dollar in that community circulated 36 to 1,000 times within a year's span. Right now in the African American community, our dollar lasts about 6 to 8 hours in our community, okay? So it's a big difference. You need to see it? Oh,
you can't hear me? Oh, sorry. Catch us on Instagram. We are Black Dollars Matter PGH hashtag. We're also on Twitter, Black Dollars Matter PGH. And of course, Black Dollars Matter was coined after the term Black Lives Matter, which everybody knows about. You know what happened to our communities when we're not active, when we're not socially engaged, and what's going on in particular the conditions.
Okay. And just to close out, this is not an exclusive idea. Okay, this is not something that's just for African Americans. When the city of Pittsburgh embraces the diversity in the city and everyone is prosperous, more people will want to stay here. I'm not from Pittsburgh, but I want to leave because there's nothing here that makes me want to stay. I can't enrich my family here. I can't teach my children about their heritage in this city because there's not things that embrace that. So when you have these communities built and based on the heritage of different groups of people, you have people who want to stay in your cities. So people who come here for college and for work want to stay. Okay? Thank you.
Great job, guys. Thank you, Nazura. Thank you, Camille. Okay. A couple clarifying questions. Judy's right, she's on it.
Okay, I'm sorry, I just have a question. So in this plan, do you have a area that you are going to be starting with? Have you planned it out that far?
Well, recently in the last few months, we've been going around to different areas. We were in Homewood, East Liberty. We haven't really gotten over here to South Side yet. We've been identifying different businesses that we wanted to highlight. Because what happens, people always say they don't know who the Black-owned businesses are. They don't know where to support. So what happened is that sorry, I need the microphone. Sorry. So people always say they don't they don't know where the Black-owned businesses are. They don't know where to support. So essentially, we've already started to identify where these businesses are. In particular, they are in urban neighborhoods like Homewood, East Liberty. Where else do we have?
We have some
Downtown.
A lot of the neighborhoods in the north side are predominantly African American.
So what we've been doing is basically going there, building a relationship with the business owner. We've been patronizing ourselves, obviously. We've been patronizing ourselves, and we've been utilizing. So we understand that a lot of businesses don't have big budgets, especially small businesses. And so what happens, we've been trying to really garner support and for people to really patronize them in the community. People know where they are. And of course, with the gentrification happening in Pittsburgh, we really have highlighted East Liberty, which is one business where a lot of the businesses are getting pushed out of the community. The Hill District we've highlighted, which I'm a community organizer, just put that out there. So yeah, those are basically what we've been doing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Yeah.
Just a quick question. So like I said, I work in Belt-Suver as a community organizer also, but there are no businesses in Belt-Suver. There's probably one. But there are a few small home-based businesses. Does your initiative support those also?
Yes.
Absolutely. Not only does the initiative support them through spending money with those businesses, but we want to provide resources for people to come out of their homes and get into storefronts. So if that means giving them resources, links to things such as this that'll grant monies that'll help them get on their feet with their out-of-home businesses, then that's what we want to do. The financial literacy portion of that as well will focus on how to apply for loans, grants, things that'll help encourage them to get out of the home and into a storefront where people can more readily reach them.
We also realize that there is a lot of communities that we are not supporting, and basically what we're doing is that we're trying to make sure bring attention to these particular neighborhoods by community engagement workshops, meaning educating and empowering people to support and patronize. People think it's very, very easy. Oh, I'm just going to go support people, but what happens is that it's not a rule of thumb anymore that we're not supporting, especially businesses where we live at, where we work at, where we play at.
Yeah, we generally go to the larger retailers, the Targets, the Walmarts, instead of shopping locally, where the money is actually more effective. So.
Thank you. Nice work, guys. Okay, so our next presenter here, next applicant, is from The Family Farm. His name is Josh Inklovich, and he's the lead alchemist.
Hi. Wow, it's been about 11 years leading up to today. So my project is The Family Farm. We combine urban agriculture and mindfulness as healing tools, family reunification. Right now our project is around the land at the Union Project in Highland Park. we have an innovative and evidence-based program that uses a growing season, instruction in food preparation, food growth, seedling care, nonviolent communication, and mindfulness as tools to bring together a parent returning from prison and the child that has been left behind. Working with a mindful clinical psychologist and a successful organic farmer, we provide full support for our 3 to 5 parent-child combo teams to be nurtured in a safe environment where this damaged relationship can be repaired. And there's been a little bit of work that's gone into this so far. As I mentioned, it's going around the Union Project, so we've secured an agreement with an established community organization. We have seeds, non-GMO organic seeds that have been dedicated to our project by Maria Graziani with Hillcrest Urban Farm, one of Pittsburgh's oldest and maybe one of the, if not the only, sustainable urban farm at this point. That farm has been donated to us for another project. At the same time, the Shambhala Center has agreed to pick up our water bill. The city of Pittsburgh, various directors that have been appointed by Mayor Peduto have supported us. We've formed alliances with local community corrections organizations, and right now have the support of both the past and current Deputy Director of U.S. Federal Parole and Probation. It's really interesting. It all follows on its life experience as an abused child, the son of 2 drug addicts, 9 years behind razor wire fences, 3.5 in maximum security southern prisons, 100 days in the hole without talking to another human being or having a ray of sunlight shine down on my body. And a job really helped me. So when I became vice president of a company and I could provide jobs, I spent 10 years hiring around 700 people coming out of prison to provide skilled trade training and employment, using 5,000 tons of new Meadowlands Stadium. I think it's called MetLife now, whoever bought this name. As an on-the-job training program for 25 men coming out of the Renewal Center, a downtown correctional reentry center, to winning the Goodwill Industries Power of Work Award for training and employing previously homeless military veterans. 15 months ago, I looked, saw frackers were my customers, thought I really like organic food, vegetables, clean water. Been meditating for a few years. Life's kind of good, get to travel around the world, make art, live in the home I purchased in Sewickley. Maybe this isn't the best way to give back what I have. And so I quit my job with no backup plan 15 months ago, and I started doing this. This $1,000 will allow us to get a rain barrel, a drip irrigation system, pay for insurance, bus tickets for the parents and children, and basically finish up the money we need just to get the ground planted. I personally paid for the permaculture design through Pittsburgh Permaculture. We have a great team. We need $1,000 to pretty much finish what we have. And on that note, my prop. I wrote a poem today when I was thinking about this presentation. 10 seconds. It is. It's like six lines. Really short. My credit card's maxed. Haven't paid my self-employment tax. I've gone all in on this vision of whites and reds, browns, yellows, and blacks, sitting together, breathing intentionally, eating the produce Mother Earth gave back. One thing we have in common with everyone we meet, we all gotta breathe and we all gotta eat. The simplicity is perplexing. It's not done with ease. Practice makes perfect. It all starts with a breath and a wee little seed.
Any clarifying questions from the judges?
You should start off when you pitch. You should start off with that personal story. I think both two people up there, like, I mean, that was if you both hit that personal note on the beginning, then you have us, and you clarify what you do next. Because once you hit that, it was like, I like this guy. And then I'm like, hold on, I have an attention span of a gnat. What the hell does he do again? Because there's stuff about being the prison and that's the formulation of why the money should be there. And in the previous group, you know, what is the story behind what you're doing? Because I think anyone who wants to invest, as an investor myself, we don't want to invest in an idea. We want to invest in the story and the people who are actually doing the idea.
Where are you finding the 3 to 5 families that get hooked up with this project at the Union Project?
We're working with a new project in Homestead through the Program for Offenders. They're a community ranchery center, 30 years old, currently based in Oakland, and the project they're opening up is specifically for women transitioning out of incarceration, with a focus on women that are pregnant with the intention to leave the mother with the child, women with small children, and it's operated by the former deputy director of federal parole, Ted Williams, who believes that, you know, a lot of the women aren't really criminals, they're victims of severe abuse and trauma, and so to focus on healing versus incarcerating.
Okay, guys, how about a round of applause for Josh? Nice work. Okay, let's keep it rolling here. So our next group, we've actually got 3 folks here representing our next group. Stephanie, right? Stephanie Bria. Kyle, I did it. I said it right. We had some money on whether or not I was going to be able to pronounce names correctly. It's not my strong suit. We've got Kyle Klein and DeAndre, who I didn't get a chance to meet. DeAndre, it's nice to meet you. So these are the folks from Pizza Poem.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Stephanie. I'm a poet and a creative writing teacher here in the city of Pittsburgh. I currently work with Pittsburgh Public Schools. I'm at Perry, Brashear, Westinghouse, and King Middle School on the north side. Kyle is an art teacher at UPrep, and DeAndre is a senior at UPrep. So Pizza Poems Pittsburgh is a celebration of pizza and poetry that takes place in April for National Poetry Month. The premise is we're currently working with UPrep students in the public art class, which Kyle will tell you a little bit more about. The kids write poems about pizza, inspired by pizza. They'll probably eat a bunch of pizza while they do it. I know they did that when they were making some logos, which you all got to see at our table. DeAndre's work is over there, by the way. So they write these poems. They make art that coincides, and as a way to kind of drum up interest for poetry. As a poet, I know that poetry is sometimes a hard sell. In my own work, I believe that poetry is for everyone, so I kind of try to keep it easy and accessible. The same idea kind of goes in along with this program. So the kids write these poems, they make this art, and we are currently working with Dan Rue of Commonwealth Press, who then brings the mobile screen printing unit, and the kids are on site Friday, April 1st at Unblurred, which is the gallery crawl in Garfield, for those of you that don't know. So the kids make these specially designed boxes, and anyone who orders a pizza or gets a slice of pizza, because we're doing slice boxes too, that goes out into the world on this day gets these specially designed Pizza Poems boxes, and they have participated in National Poetry Month. They've maybe gotten a newfound appreciation for poetry without having to do anything else to opt in. We will also have a reading and a celebration, but you don't have to be there to do that. You could just get this poem regardless. And then later on in the month, because it is a public art class, the kids are working with the Hill House in the Hill District, which is right by their school, and they're going to do another outreach event. At that event, though, the pizzas are going to be free. We're just going to pass them out to everyone, still in the same boxes. The kids are still going to talk about what they've done, right? And that's pretty much it. We're just going to celebrate pizza and poems. Some things are maybe an easier sell than the other, but and Kyle's going to tell you a little bit about sort of the public art project and kind of that aspect of it.
Hey guys, my name is Kyle Klein. I am the art teacher at University Preparatory School. We are part of Pittsburgh Public Schools. We are a 6 to 12 middle and high school. This year, I envisioned this public art class as a way to engage the community that we are located in and the communities, the neighborhoods that my students live in and come to us from. what brought me to teaching was I live in Pittsburgh, and it was important for me to be involved in the community that I live in the neighborhood that I live in. And now, as a teacher, I have the chance to take what we do and bring it out into the neighborhood and to the people. So we are, I'm rambling. Let's do it. So, geez, my budget right now, it's kind of piecemeal. I don't have a budget. We come up with these ideas, and we come up with a list of things that we need, and I submit it, and I might get it, I might not. So for us, this will help us to purchase pizza boxes and purchase art supplies and get my students to Garfield and to the Hill and have pizzas for everyone to eat, and so many other unforeseen costs that we just keep encountering every single day. So,
lastly, while this project started as just one school and one location, the idea is that eventually we grow, right? We go into more neighborhoods. Next year for National Poetry Month, we reach more schools. We reach, we partner with other pizza shops, right? We happen to have a personal tie to Spack Brothers that made it an easy one for the first year. But we already had Westinghouse School reach out to us and say, wait, how do we get involved this year? And so this money would actually be very helpful to kind of even maybe do 2 schools in our first year if they're already that interested. Lastly, thank you all who participated in our collaborative group poem. This is sort of how I do things, right? So I asked you guys all to submit a line to kind of prove that we really can make this magic of this Pizza Poems project happen. Kyle has to hold this microphone because I can't do both things at once. So the poem that we wrote together is called Celebration Pie. Pizza is extremely good, a wonderful symphony of flavor, something new and triangular. The reason why I can't lose weight. Pizza is not free when you work at Papa John's, a ruse for Wade Wilson to get his mark. Pizza is heaven in a box, gooey heat held hostage. Pizza is like warm blankets of comfort, a warm, comforting blanket, a warm, cozy blanket for your stomach. Pizza is the bat signal to all your close friends. Pizza is like a burger, but better. Pizza is like a hug from my tummy, a warm blanket for an icy heart. Pizza is divine. Pizza is like the village on a hot summer night. Pizza is gooey, saucy, tasty bliss. Pizza is a rare treat. Pizza is a Friday afternoon. Pizza is an old friend, warm and inviting, easily shared, enjoyed every time, a well thought out gift from heaven. Pizza, I want one. Thank you.
Great job, guys. Clarifying questions from our judges.
How many kids are coming to this, doing this?
Inviting the thank you, the marching band to join us. So they're going to be performing at the Hill House and in Garfield. So there are probably 80 students total, and then if we can get Westinghouse into the fold, double that. So
That's out of your school in Westinghouse.
it would currently I'm guessing about 80 just out of my school.
Any other clarifying questions from the judges? No? Last chance. Okay. Hey, let's give up one more time for a pizza poem. Pizza Poems Pittsburgh. Nice job, guys. Thanks. At PGH Pizza Poems. Yeah? Okay. Last but certainly not least, we've got our friends here from Quay's Conversation Cart. And I think Eva is going to be doing the presentation today. She's the community coordinator there. So, Eva.
Is there another mic so we can come up with me? Okay, cool. All right. Well, hello. Jaquay. Short, Quay. So hi, my name is Eva. As he said, I am the community coordinator for Quay's Conversation Cart, which will be at the Squirrel Hills Farmers Market. So I'm just going to back up a bit. So I am an environmental organizer by profession. So I work all day long to make sure that our environment is livable and healthy for people so we have a great community here. But I've noticed that in order to have a really thriving community, you also need collaborative culture. And that's what this is about. Jaquay, this is his mind baby, so he is an artist here in Pittsburgh. So he's a painter, and just bragging about you for a second, he was able to raise funds to actually go all the way to France and paint all of these different landscapes along the way and come back and bring that to Pittsburgh. So that was really cool as well. So I'm really excited. I've known him since high school, and when he came back from France, he was like, you know, our community doesn't come together in the way that they did out in France and out in Europe, and I want to see more of that. How can we bring our community to the community through, art, through music, through food, and just seeing the cool things that everyone are doing in the city that we have here. So he comes up with all these ideas and talks to them late into the night, and I'm like, Jaquay, you have to do one of those. You just need to make it happen. So I'm thrilled to be here presenting an actual project that is happening. So the idea we're pitching tonight came from realizing that folks really love local art in the community, but it's not really accessible to your everyday person. So to purchase a painting, it's a few $100s, sometimes $1,000, and if you're just a person that's working in Pittsburgh normally, you can't actually buy that for your house, but you want local art. So we came up with a really great idea that if you were in a public, bustling place like a farmer's market, you'd be able to have a really great, beautiful painting up and sell raffle tickets for about a few dollars, $5 each. And then at the end of the month, you pick a name out of a hat, and then some person in your community is able to go home with a really beautiful painting just for a few dollars that's made by someone in your own community. So we're really excited about that idea. And it was just an idea until, by happen chance, I was talking with someone from Next Generation Pittsburgh, explaining this and how to bring culture to the community. They're like, we really like this, and we want you to have a free place at the Squirrel Hills Farmers Market to create a corner that has all kind of culture in it and bringing people in the community, local artists, and really putting them in a spotlight. So we have free space at the Squirrel Hills Farmers Market. So that's really exciting. Let's go a little more into the painting part. So as an artist, he obviously has a bunch of paintings. And go on.
So I'm an artist with Radiant Hall. We're going to have the art hanging up there, visible for 4 Sundays in the month. Then we're going to have the paintings raffled off at the end. We're also going to have seating. So the idea behind this project is we need more third spaces in the city, which are spaces where people are able to communicate and converse with each other without feeling the need to be buying something. In Europe, this idea is in the town square, cafe. So in the farmers market, we're going to have a corner dedicated to this. We're going to have seating, tea, finger food, the paintings to be raffled, and we're going to invite local artists and authors to do poetry readings. We're going to open it up to the community to submit their own work. The Chatham Summer Community of Writers is working with us as well to bring their writers in.
Yeah, you took some of my things, which is great. So as you were saying, there's a bunch of people that are already on board with this and excited to come into the space and share what they're doing in the community. So the Stranded Oak Press is in, as well as as you said, the Chatham University Summer Community of Writers program. The idea is that folks will be able to present their poetry and writings at the farmers market as a bunch of people walk by and stop and get engaged and listen. Another thing that will happen is there's folks involved in creating a children's story corner. So you go with the farmers market with your kids, and they can listen to a story and meet the other kids in the community as their parents are actually shopping for fruits and veggies. Another person, there's a local activist named Andrew Woomer who is creating these Lego programs to teach kids about urban development and how to be a better citizen in their community. And he wants to test these at the Squirrel Hills Farmers Market. Eden Hall Sustainability Campus wants to do workshops on sustainability and how to create a thriving green community. Okay, you want to jump in? Okay. Yeah, we already have space to create food. Church of the Redeemer has offered their space as a kitchen and a home base. So we really have most things in place already, but just need some funding to kick it off. What do you need your funding for, Jaquay?
It will be for the prop walls, for the paintings to hang on. It'll be for workshop materials, the samovars for the tea we're going to have, the seating, and the cost for renting the church kitchen space.
So thank you so much, guys. You did a great job up there. Give it up one more time here for our final presenters. Nice job. And judges, clarifying questions. Any clarifying questions from the judge?
What do you do with the kitchen space again? It's cooking space for the things you're going to do at the thing.
Yeah, the the finger food that we're going to be offering that people can have while they're sitting and taking in the art, conversing with other members of the community in our space.
Do we have any, do you have a question over here?
Okay, so are these going to always be at Squirrel Hill, or are you locate? I misunderstood that part.
Yeah, so originally it is going to be in Squirrel Hill. We've been given that free platform space, but hopefully we're going to become mobile afterwards.
This is just random. There's no right or wrong answer. So do you guys plan to purchase the food from the farmer's market for the food that you're prepping to give away?
Yeah, I mean, definitely we'd like to support the local community. We're going to source the food as much as possible from the other vendors there. But it's also just a space where the people who are already going every Sunday they like to be out in the sun, see the other people out there, and give them a space to take in local culture. So.
Thank you, guys. Okay, so those are our 4 presenters. Just to quick recap here. So we had Black Dollars Matter, we had the Family Farm, we had Pizza Poems Pittsburgh, and Quay's Conversation Cart. So one final round of applause here for our presenters. Nice work, everybody. Woo! So what we're going to do now is we have a few past winners who have quick updates for us, and I think you'll like to hear from the past winners who are doing some really interesting things. So we're going to hear from a few past winners, and then we're going to announce the winner of tonight's Pittsburgh party. Okay, so I believe in the house, we've got our friends Kevin and Lori Heenan from. It's Lori, right? Did I get that right? From Ice Cream Boat Build. May have read about them in the Post-Gazette last weekend. So come on up, guys. Maybe just quickly introduce yourself and just say just a few words about what you're up to.
I'm Kevin. This is Lori.
Yep.
And just want to thank the trustees for believing in us and what we're doing. And so far, I mean, we're still shooting for May 1st for the boat to be in the water. We're going to be around the point, PNC Park, Heinz Field, just selling our fantastic ice cream.
We brought Kevin's parents with us tonight.
Yeah, got to give my parents credit. They started 31 years ago, and we wanted to expand the business. Last year, we started the ice cream truck. So we thought this was a good idea. We thought this was a good idea to sell it on our rivers, and well, that's where we're at. I'm not good at talking in front of people, so.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. How many cities have an ice cream boat? I mean, come on, that's a pretty awesome idea. That is the definition of an awesome idea. So great work, guys. We also have our November winners here, the Steel City Fiber Collective. Are you here? Oh, you're right there. I totally was blocking your view the whole night. Sorry about that. So Cheryl, Nora, Anna, and Becca, all 4 of you here? All right. Well, it's nice to meet you. Again, sorry to block your view for the whole evening.
So, yes. So the Steel City Fiber Collective is a makerspace for fiber artists here in Pittsburgh, where people can come to learn about all sorts of fiber crafts, knitting, crochet, spinning, dyeing, weaving, anything else you can think of. Yeah, wool, cotton, other stuff. What we pitched our Awesome grant for was to create a mobile dyeing class that we can take around the city so that people can come from wherever they are to learn how to create something colorful and wonderful and awesome.
Thanks, Anna. So we are actually in the process of sourcing our dyeing equipment right now. We've actually got a few vendors who have agreed to give us some discounts, which is nice. And what Becca has here is a blank skein, and we want to turn it into that for people. So, with what Nora has. So.
Are you on social media? Okay. Okay.
We are. Is this on? Oh, we are Steel City Fiber on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and we have a website, www.steelcityfiber.com. If you go to our website, we have a newsletter you can sign up for. We'll email you once a month with updates, such as when we actually schedule a dyeing class and other events that we're doing.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. And one last quick update. And this one is, I think, a bit more of an interactive update that we're about to experience here as we tally up votes. Or is somebody tallying up votes? Do you know? I sure hope someone's tallying up votes. Here's my vote to be tallied. Okay. Okay, so last but not least, our December winner. So if you haven't heard about this is a fantastic, really interesting idea. It's called Wanna See Me. And Gil, I believe Gil is here? Yeah? Gil, where are you? There you are. And I believe you have a demo for us, or some sort of interactive activity here. I'm going to give you the mic, okay?
Hi, everyone. My name is actually Gil, because I'm from Portugal, but I'm not going to make you guys pronounce it right, because I don't have enough time for my presentation to get you guys to pronounce my name correctly. So I'm here to talk to you guys about See Me. See Me is this crazy project that I've been working on for 2 years, which is a collaborative electronic musical instrument, basically targeted to non-musicians. I come from a tradition of working with outreach projects with people that are not musicians and engaging them in music practice. So the idea behind See Me is like, okay, people might be scared if I give them a violin, but they might be okay of like indulging me in performing if I give them a smartphone or a tablet, because all those gestures have a tremendous musical potential and they are just there, waiting to be explored in a massive performance. So before I lose your attention completely and I reveal how you can connect to See Me, because you guys are just going to be lost on your phones, we need first to agree on just a few conducting gestures so that the sound is not too chaotic and completely crazy, okay? So very simple stuff. This is how it's going to happen. If I just, I have to keep talking to this, right? Okay. If I just open my arms like this, it means you're all in, okay? If I start closing my arms, it means that just the people that are inside my arms are in. This is probably not going to work that way. Okay. So let's just try it one time, okay? Make any sound that you want as long as you're inside my arms. Are you guys ready? Go. long note, a long sound. So anything can go. You can make like a or you can make gibberish. Okay? So this is a long sound. So these guys here, go. This is a short sound, like a little karate move, okay? I did. Hello. I will probably be able to now buy actual hardware to make this happen. And so tonight, I call this the Wanna Crash, see me? Because my old hardware is probably not gonna take all of you in. The maximum number of people that I ever had together was 25. So today we're just gonna blow it up. So anything can happen, okay? I'm gonna connect. Good luck. I'll see you on the other side. Just put your arm up if you cannot connect, because that really interests me, okay? Let's go for it. The instructions are here. Maybe. Maybe it's better then. Okay. So. Hello, hello. So first, just go to your make sure the Wi-Fi connection is on, and connect to a Wi-Fi called See Me Playground. There shouldn't be a password. And then just go to the website on your browser called playseme.com, and that's it. Still isn't crashed, we're doing good. We need more to crash See Me. Quick See Me crash course. If you move If you move left and right, you control pitch. If you move up and down, you control volume. Just connect to the Wi-Fi See Me Playground and then go to the site playseme.com. That should be it. Okay. If you have data on your cellular, turn it off, because you need to be connected to this thing here, okay? Turn off your data from your cellular carrier. There's a lot more people connected now. just choose an orientation. Usually I like landscape better than portrait. And if you play here, how are we doing? Did we manage to crash it yet? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, you need to go to the Wi-Fi. You need to turn off your cellular data. Like if you have data through your carrier, turn it off and just connect to this Wi-Fi. Yeah. Look, there's a lot of people connected. Huh? Okay, guys, just to let you know, we got 30, 33 people connected, which is still an official record, and it hasn't crashed. But we don't have enough time to continue the experiment. So thank you so much. Keep following. This is very important. Follow the hashtag #WannaSeeMe on Twitter to find out when the Wanna See Me events are going to take place. Okay? Thank you so much.
Let's give it up for Gilles. Nice, Gilles. Okay, Wanna See Me, and it's C-E-E-M-I. See Me. So we promised we had a very diverse set of former winners, current applicants. So let's bring this to a close here. Does anybody curious to hear who the winner of this month's Awesome Grant is? Yeah? Okay. So the winner of this month's Awesome Grant is the family farm. So come on up.
Thank you. I guess we'll be growing some vegetables around the Union Project. You'll be welcome to check it out. There will be berry bushes around the bus stop there on the corner of Aiken and Negley for the community to pluck. And certainly there will be a free community food box with little parcels of our vegetables in it. So they'll be there for the taking, first come, first serve. Thank you.
So we just wanted to say a final thank you to our friends at Work Hard Pittsburgh for again hosting us for a fantastic evening. Thank you all for coming. If you've got ideas, you've got passion projects that you want funded, apply for an Awesome Pittsburgh grant. Tell your friends to apply, and thank you all so much for being here tonight. We had a wonderful night with you. Thanks.
So for you, how much land do you have? How much land do you need? Okay.
We have a little like 850 square feet plot, but we have a lot to sort out as far as like the mechanistic for the mindfulness and the support the mentoring. So like a 3 to 5 person pilot project works, but when we look 3 years down the road and we're putting together a $500,000 a year for 3 year grant package, locally, then there will be growth potential.
More land.
I think it'll take a good 2 years to figure things out, 3 years.
Okay, because Josh Lucas started a company called Lucas and Callaway. That's how Lucas rolls. His name has to be at least 4 times before mine. And if you would come to Beltsuver or Allentown, and we have ample land, I bet we could probably do something with you. And then, I happen to grow up in Mount Oliver, so a lot of my friends are incarcerated now or will be in the future. So we will definitely staff you up. So and Lucas and Callaway would be happy to give you $1,000 as well as Lucas's support, who happens to get shit done. So I got to be there. We would do a $500 hackle. In Callaway would do a $500 grant if the cart that makes things out of stuff. Quay's. Hold on, no. What's? No, I got you next. You're not. I wasn't talking about you, but I do have you in the plan. But Quay's, not Quay's conversation, but the people who dye stuff and make stuff out of fabric, mobile dyeing kit, would come and go wherever Judy would like them to go. Spol. For 500, but you got to have a bunch of kids. You got a bunch of neighborhood kids, obviously, with that, not a bunch of women bitching about their husbands. We're trying to keep that down. Okay. And then we do another $500 to Quay's conversation cart if they would do whatever the hell they'd want, but it wouldn't be in Squirrel Hill, and it would be in Allentown or Beltsuva or whatever. And it would be maybe at the market where we give away the produce to the community, Fresh Fridays, or who's the people who come up to the corner store and who do that. You know, we would definitely do that. And if you want a storefront where to do art and stuff too, then I will give you that as well. You just got to ask me for it. The first conversation, Black Lives or Black Lives Matter, I would offer another $500 grant to someone as long as they came out of the Beltsuva or Allentown communities to start their business. And then we would if you would shift focus to Allentown or Beltsuva on your efforts, we would continue to get behind that. And Hackle, and all these other groups would get behind you in these communities and do that as well. So, yes, we do. Industry on industry. So that's another group. That's something that's spawned out of Allentown. Business Initiative. Yeah, but there's another one called Industry on Industry. So if you're a maker or an artist, we're offering a grant to the local community if you want to open up space and make great things that have to do with great stuff. You know, there's not really much. It's not really defined. However, we're going to offer warehouse space, and then there's also rent abatements that happen on Warrington Avenue that will help subsidize, black-owned businesses like 412 Kids, and when we're hoping to attract more black-owned businesses in this area as well. So we own a lot of the storefronts that they're in, but those rent abatements come from the community, and ultimately the rent abatements come from Allentown, Beltsuva, and these communities, and it comes from the community more so than it comes from me. I'm just.
Joe, you're just getting warmed up. I know you're just getting warmed up, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you.